Uh, Hello, everyone. I just want to say something. I didn't want to say it, but I don't care about politics. But a few days ago, Israeli Army, IDF, they call them, they shot one of my best friends in South Lebanon. Friend of mine, he worked for the United Nations. Also, he works for the Red Cross. That's him right there. He worked for the Red Cross back in with, when I was there. So they shot him. How did they shoot him? Here he is now, right there. He was lucky. He was shot on the head. Uh, he have nothing to do with politics. Anyway, Israeli shouldn't be in our country, Lebanon. They invade Lebanon, which is people are used to that back since like 1978 when I used to live there. Now I'm in the USA, supposed to be protected. But he was going to work. He worked for the UN. He take the same route every day for the past 30 years. So after I had a conversation with him, he told me that he was going to work 7 in the morning, and he went the same route. It's about 30 minutes drive. The same road he was driving, it was blocked, so he had to turn and go the other way. He was wondering, he said, what's going on. So after a few minutes, like 6 7 minutes, he said he went down, and it's like a down a hill. It's in a nice place. South Lebanon is very nice. It's a nice country. That's why they want the country. So he saw two tanks, Israeli tanks, which is it's not unusual in this area. This area was full of trees and all kind of stuff. So he said he kept going, and he was surprised with two troops, IDF troops, right in front of him, and opened fire at him. So he had to duck down. Of course, the car stopped, and he said after like few minutes, lying down bleeding, he got shot right in the head. He was lucky. So they came over and they pulled him out of the car and put him on the ground. One of the IDF troops, Israeli troop, put his boots on his chest. He was barely breathing. So he put his boots right there, stand on him, trying to question him if he's like involved in any other activities and stuff like that. He could barely like talk. He's all bleeding and almost in a coma. That's how bad these troops are. They're supposed to be, when you are shot, they're supposed to take care of you. Geneva Convention. I was in the Red Cross and I was in the UN for many years. I worked with the UN with him as well for 30 years before I move on. So they asked him to identify where his house is. They brought a map. These are Israelis coming from Israel, bringing our town map, asking him where his house is. So he said, I don't know. He could barely talk. He's lying on the ground, and they're forcing him to talk. And he's all bleeding. So they didn't even take care of him when they shot him. So they're asking him, where is his map? Is there anybody in the resistance around him? Did anybody lives around him so they can bomb those areas? That's why they usually ask these questions. And then after a while, he said, I don't know. We told him, I don't know anything. I can't even talk. He couldn't even talk. So, see, Red Cross. This is the Red Cross. That's me in the middle. That's him in the left side. And now it looks like this. I have some people send me the videos and picture of him. Got shot in the head with the blue. So he got the officer, one of the IDF officer. So they washed his face so he could see in the map. So he still said, I live in this area and that's all I know. After a while, he said that they're asking, how many kids do you have? Are you married? Where are you working? And there's one of them speak Lebanese, one of the IDF troops. So try to interrogate him while he can barely talk. So So finally, they didn't kind of believe him, but he even showed him an ID that he worked for the UN. Usually, when you work for the UN, you're supposed to be protective or the Red Cross. But we're used to these people, these IDF, they don't give a shit about anything. They just destroy the area. He said that the UN, like where he works, called his aunt. He have an emergency number, so he called his aunt, and his aunt, she told him that he left like 7 o'clock. Now it's almost 8 something. So the Israelis hold him there for a bit, and his aunt called the United Nations headquarters. So they send a patrol where he's going, patrol, UN patrol. Finally, they got there and they found him, and with the Israelis lying on the ground, all bloody headed. And the UN, he's like from Finland. The UN officer went to the IDF officer, and they tried to negotiate, and they told him he works for us, he's in the UN, and they took him after an hour or two negotiation. Even so, there was an American officer there with supposed to be observer, like those peace talk. It's shit talk. It's not peace talk. They're all like, I don't know how to get away with it. So the American, the French, the Finnish, they're all there. Supposed to be when you have ceasefire, you're supposed to be not trying to fire or kill anybody. It's all bullshit. So they took him, the UN took him, and the Finnish officer told him, "Where's the phone? Do you have the phone?" He said, the IDF officer took his phone so they can search whatever. Even so, the IDF officer, before the UN came, took his phone and tried to find his picture on the phone because he couldn't tell his face is full of blood. So he washed his eyes with water, and he told my friend Hussam Fawaz, "Is this you on his own phone?" And he told him, yeah. So IDF put his phone in his pocket. So when they left, he asked him, "Where's your phone?" "Where's my phone?" And the Israeli officer said, I don't have it. So he put it in his pocket. And he told the UN officer, Hussam, my friend, I paid like $1,000 for this phone, a brand new phone. Anyway, they took him to the hospital. But hopefully it's fine now, my friend Hussam. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're well. This is like 2 days ago. But, it's crazy how they come over, invade, and nobody in the world gives a shit. We live in America. It happened to me actually. I was hunting pheasants, and I shot a pheasant, and the pheasant went to another land. It's not part of the farm. It's a land close to the farm that we were hunting. So while I'm going to get the pheasant, one of the owner of the land, he fired 3 shots at me, like with his automatic gun. He fired 3 shots at me because I was trespassing. So I'm hunting in America, trespassing, you get shot. Over there, the Israelis troops, they invade Lebanon with tanks, airplanes, thousands of soldiers. They're destroying every living thing, and nobody gives a shit about it. And they're saying they're protecting their country. How you protect your country when you invade another country? Look at Russia. When they invade Ukraine, everybody in the world is going crazy on fighting them. Why don't you go fight? Well, we Lebanese over there, we don't fight. We just protect. It's all. Even the resistance there, is in a defensive mode. They're defending their country. These are the people. Just like what happened, if you remember, back in north of Ireland, the IRA, the British invade north of Ireland, Belfast and the area, and the IRA, they call them terrorists because they were protecting their country. When you protect your country, you're in right, no matter how it is, and that's how it should be. So that part of the country, Lebanon. You know, I don't care about what happened over there. It's up to the international community. It's a beautiful country, so leave our country and go back to your own country. And they've been there killing. I mean, I went there running where they are now. They destroyed the whole area. There's like a cross country track. There's like a road between mountains. All they do when they're moving, they plow the whole thing. It's like they're plowing like tomatoes or something. And they destroyed the whole country. So I just want to say that I hope my friend is fine, and I hope we'll have peace in that area. In Lebanon, it's they're protecting themselves. And Israelis, all the killing, they kill like 4,000 people and bombing innocent. They even buy my house. They destroyed my house. I built this house in like a few years ago. Left Lebanon, saved few $1,000s for 20 years. Go back there, and like I don't get it. Why here in the U.S. there's so many hungry people on the street. All this money going to the mass destruction bombs. Why don't you give it to these people homeless? I'm gonna be one of them soon, probably. Go give it to these people who are homeless. Stop giving weapons to Israelis and all these people killing and war. War is no good. I hope this year is almost New Year. I hope this year is gonna be peaceful for all of us. And I hope my friend is fine. I hope there will be no more death, no more injuries, no more hurting people, and hope we'll have peace in the world.